Hello everyone, this is Ange. Welcome to another episode of the Visual Novel Monthly Recap. This time, talking about visual novel related news that happened in January of 2024. Bushiroad, a company known for trading card games, came out of nowhere and publicly published a few new visual novels by relatively big companies. First, they announced Virtual Girl At, which is supposedly a visual novel by the writers as Bang Dream, a mobile game. They also announced Lilja to Natsuka no Junpaku na Uso, a visual novel by Frontwing. All I know about this one is that the premise is about a story about hidden lies between you and me. Finally, there's DUSK Index GION, a dark thriller in collaboration with the developers of Tokyo Dark, which was a point-and-click detective thriller. Sekai Project previously announced a translation of the modern remake of Parfait, a pretty popular older visual novel developed by Giga several years ago. However, it looks like fans noticed Sekai Project just took it off their announced visual novel translation list, meaning at the very least, they won't be the ones translating it anymore. Idea Factory announced a sequel to the Date Alive visual novel trilogy called Ren Dystopia. If you like the Date Alive anime, light novel, or even visual novel series, it looks like you'll get more of the characters along with a brand new one. Ninetale announced that yet another new Venus Blood Kickstarter is coming, Venus Blood Ragnarok. This is apparently one of the few true sequels, it being a true sequel to Venus Blood Frontier. They also said a brand new character will be in the international version for stretch goals. JAST released a remastered version of Water Closet, a very old Nukige where the gimmick is, to quote the JAST store description, play as 5 women on 5 different routes, all joined by one common factor: they got potty problems. For those who are looking forward to the English translation of Yuzusoft's latest title, Angelic Chaos Reboot, sadly it looks like Steam removed the title from the store. Apparently it was due to them not editing down a character's design, so the title will be indefinitely delayed until Nekonyan can attempt a resubmission or possibly use other stores. Shirobune announced Real Eroge Situation 2, though the localized name will be Real Anime Situation 2 on Steam and Real Hentai Situation 2 on Joran and other non-DRM stores. This appears to have a goofy Nukige plot where the MC has some interesting fantasies based on eroge he's played, and 3 of the main heroines are willing to help make those fantasies come to fruition. This visual novel will be releasing sometime in 2024. For those who consider the Ace Attorney series visual novels, a PC remaster of Apollo Justice, Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, and Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice released on Steam under the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. If you liked the original Phoenix Wright trilogy and wanted more out of those characters and the story, definitely consider buying this. Shirobune released Kagura Genesis Kuon's story. This is a gameplay Nukige where you can vanquish and recruit yokai in randomized dungeons. It's also another entry in the one heroine only Demonasu series, this time starring the pure-hearted demigod Kuon. And that is it for January 2024 visual novel news. As always, if you have any feedback, positive or negative, feel free to leave a comment below or on one of my social medias. A huge shout out to the local weeb who will now be the main editor for the visual novel monthly recap going forward. A continuous thanks to Celty Farron who provided the visuals for this video. And now I want to give a shout out to my paying YouTube members. First we have Ice, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo tier for 1 month. Armorian, who's been in the VN Weirdo tier for 1 month, Alberio, who's been in the VN Weirdo tier for 3 months, Sabinfire, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo tier for 5 months, David Mendiola, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo tier for 7 months, Lee Douglas, who's been in the VN Weirdo tier for 8 months, Marie Antoinette, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo tier for 17 months or 1 year and 5 months, and Dexton Boston Terrier Dog RIP, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo tier for 10 months. Finally, I want to give a huge shout out to T-Lover, who's been continuously monthly paying me through coffee. Much appreciated.